Good morning, everyone. It's Trader Rob. Today is Thursday, July 9th. Hope everybody is having a fantastic start to your morning. Hope everybody's got some either caffeine or coffee in them, and let's get ready for our trading session here this morning. Talk about the super balanced market that we are currently in. Let's see if we jump up here to the 5-minute real quick. Well, this is our open yesterday for our Globex session here. Kind of bouncing around this range. End up took two trades actually last night. Ended up taking a short right here. Sorry, it's a little hard to see. But these candles are making it a little harder to see. Ended up taking a short right here. Got about halfway to this is on the 5-minute. I was on I want to say the 30 range footprint. Got actually pretty damn close to my TP, and then unfortunately did get stopped out, and then ended up taking a really nice trade down here. This was a trade on the overnight session POC. The POC for the yesterday's regular session was sitting also very, very close to it, and took a 60 range long right here, I think for about 15 or 16 points, just to get me back to break even on this cash account and my fundeds here. But then was able to pretty much take the same trade on my, you'll see it right here. Same trade here for 15 points. This was on my cash account and my fundeds. So these counts are all extremely nice in the green this morning. My cash account's up 300, and all of the fundeds are up, I want to say 400, like 390 something to 400. So that was a real nice trade there. All right, so let's kind of get into what we got brewing this morning. Get my annotation tool out here. Keith, good morning. Off 111, good morning. Todd, good morning. All right, so let's start from the top. No, I don't think I've got anything else. Nope. All right, so first, that's not a good sign. Not a good sign. Shoot. All right, guys, I'm gonna pause the stream for a second. I'm gonna have to reboot just so I can get my annotation tool on. I can't go an entire session without it. It really bothers me. So give me 1 second. Let me restart that. Forgot yesterday when I bring up a screenshot with the Microsoft Draw tool. For some reason, this annotation tool does not like that program. So give me 1 second here. All right, sorry about that. Let me get my thing ready here. Iron beam. All right, sorry about that. I had to reboot everything. Let's see if the annotation tool's working here now. Pop this guy in over here. Perfect. I'm gonna bring in my signal members. All right. Well, we're kind of back here now. Let's make sure that... Oh, let's get my deep dam up. I will say DeepChart loads in about half the time that that NinjaTrader does. Let's put this guy right here. All right. Deep dam is initiated. And sorry, give me 1 second, guys, here. Yeah, take that off for a second. Let's move this guy over here. Now we can put this guy back here. Deep dam is good. P&L's up. Okay, wow, we're all sorted out there. Sorry about that once again. All right, let's start from fresh. So our first key level here on the NQ sitting above us is at the 30.093. We've got a previous value area high level up here at the 29.750 that I'm going to be watching for here as well this morning. Below price action, we've got a key level here at the 29.557. We've got a lot of stuff kind of going on down here. We've got two areas of buyer unbalanced volume sitting at the 29.438 to the 29.422. Another key level here at the 29.411, and another piece of buyer unbalanced volume at the 408 to the 395. And another key level at the 29.374 on the NQ. That's the NQ. Let's take a look at the ES. Get rid of this guy. Give me 1 sec. I'm just making sure. Yeah, we're good. All right, on the ES, we'll start from the top. I believe there might be. You know what? $602. Crappers. All right, my key levels did not save over, so disregard what I just said there. Shit. God dang it. Thank you. Just tapped into what I believe was the. Yeah, that's a nice little short right there. Son of a gun. That's kind of what I was waiting for right there. Shoot. We missed that one right there. Yeah, there's a lot of confluences there. I'm going to take a short right here. You know what? I don't even have my trade copy around right now. Son of a gun. What a disaster. This is just on cash. I don't have my trade copy around. And we've got unbalanced volume sitting at the 721s. So I'll move that TP right about there. So I got a target here of the 29 721s, and I'll bring this down to a 1-to-1. A little flustered here this morning. Come on, NQ. What are you doing here? We're in an area here where we can definitely expect a bigger, even a bigger short. It should be pushing down right here. Ready here while we look at that. $76.02. 76.02. One's there already, so I don't need to do anything there. 75.63. Next one. 75.45. Next one. 17, yeah, that's right. 74.68. Yeah, that's... Oh, maybe they were right. Q, what are you doing here? I'm going to close out there. Don't like that price action right there whatsoever. We should have dropped right there pretty strongly. Jump over to the 120 just to see what we got brewing here. We are in a pretty big, kind of like a developing weekly band right in this area here. This band right here from the 29.820s to the 29.748s. We're also at the previous value area high, so I mean there were some confluences here for a decent short. But I guess we'll take a look and see maybe if the 120 decides to flip. Did we just tap in there? We did. All right, let's see if I get a flip here on the 120. Look, take a short here. And let me get my trade cap here. Make sure that's trading trade copiers initiated. So I'm looking for a flip here on the 120. We're in a pretty big developing weekly band here, so if we could take a short here. Yeah, so all these levels were right. All right. That was stressful. We did have news here at 7:30. Sorry, guys, I'm just a little out of sorts here. Just trying to get everything up and running here. Initial jobless claims came in at 215,000, forecasted at 217, so a little better than, a little less than expected. U.S. existing home sales at 9 a.m. Morning, Paul. Trader 007. Todd, and once again, good morning. Nordic, good morning. Bob, Joe, Keith. Good morning. Currently, my unbalanced volume is sitting right here at the 29s, like 29,720s. Good amount of volume coming in on this candle, too. Yeah, got cooked on that one. We should have dropped there a lot stronger there. Got the flip. Good area for me. Actually glad I cut out of that trade. And once I saw that second, I think it was the second test right here, as we didn't break down. Maybe it was this test, I'm not sure. Once we saw that we didn't break down, it didn't make any sense to me that for us to not to have a pretty healthy pullback there. All right, so let's kind of take a look at some big picture things here. This is on the daily. This is an actual developing weekly band that I put here on the daily. Typically, this is a little bit bigger of a time frame area of sellers right here. So I typically don't put this on this chart, this daily, but we were kind of bumping our heads right up into it. Did see this key level at the 29,776, which as of right now, we've respected it. Just haven't gotten a decent entry confirmation on one yet. What else do we have here on the NQ? NQ below us, we've got the 29,287 to the 29,242, the 29,160 to the 29,123 below us. No key levels here. So I got no key levels here, no key levels here, as far as tradable levels, I should say, sorry. And then above us, we got a long ways to go here, but the 30,707 to the 30,662. That's on the daily. As far as the ES, wow, now we're making the move to the downside here. Again, we've got unbalanced volume sitting right here. So it would have been a decent target here, but no good entry confirmation. I probably should have had that level sitting up there and would have seen maybe on the 60. You know, let's just map that out just to see what might have been. All right, so the 29,776. The 29, don't put it here, put it over here. 29,776. Right there. Now let's switch over to the 60. Yeah. Let's see, we missed this one. Actually, no, we did not. Oh, yeah. No flip there. This is where the flip happened. Again, just a little unprepared this morning with the whole reset of the computer and me thinking that I lost my levels, which I really didn't. This would have been a really nice short here. And again, playing it on the 60, but then we could have actually used even the 120 as a target down here around the 720s. So not so great. such great trading there. That's 30 points already here. Let's look at the ES now. Let's see what we got brewing. All right, so the ES has got sellers up here at the 76.74 to the 76.48. We've got buyers sitting down here at the 74.93 to the 74.69. Tradable level at the 74.81, 74.58. Another daily band at the 74.31 to the 74.08, with tradable levels at the 74.15 and the 73.98 as well. And then in gold, we've got buyers sitting down here at the 40.83 to the 40.62, and we've got a tradable level here at the 41.38. We actually bounced really nicely off of the daily band that I gave you guys off yesterday. So took off the band, but the level still hasn't been tapped into either yet. Oh, this is right there. Said to the 20s. That was the trade plan right there for the morning. Not executed very well there this morning. Sorry, everybody. My apologies on that. That was quite crummy. Oof, that would have started off the morning real nice. Real nice. Shit. Get rid of that. Probably go and revisit this now value area high at the 29,680s. I don't like that feeling in my gut. the greatest unbalanced volume sitting here from sellers. I would have rather them see them break structure down here, to be honest with you. But it's right, pretty much right at our band again, right at this tip of this band. After that, we've got unbalanced volume at the 642s right down here. Still got to go through this little piece of unbalanced volume, but this right here would be a decent target right around the 642s. But I don't know if we're gonna... Let's see what price action wants to tell us. Maybe a better target would be value area high. But I do know that we're going to still see a little bit of resistance right around here. So it's not going to be the cleanest trade unless we trade right into that. We're going to have to go through some buying pressure though right here. Would have preferred them to tap in there. Morning, Nate. Morning, J-Loves. Not gonna lie, there's probably been a few mornings of Pepto after a night of whiskey, but I haven't had one of those nights in about eight or 9 months. Man, was that 75.32 yesterday a banger level on the ES? That thing was rocking. Right, this is fresh up here. This is from my Sunday levels. This is all fresh up here. Okay, that's kind of interesting. It's an interesting little note there. Oh, that made me laugh. Morning, Tiger. Okay, 8 a.m. liquidity starting to come in. We really missed a great setup up here. Absolute banger of a setup right there. God bless it. Alright, well, can't think about that too much more anymore. right, so we're in value area high on the NQ. ES, we're sitting underneath the point of control. I think the NQ's got to catch up here. Yes, showing a little bit more strength here now. Flip there. I'd like to short this back to value area high down here at the 29,700s or 29,680s, I'm sorry. But just not really getting any decent entry here. Just kind of hanging around this it's not gonna flip. We got negative delta right now. I'm gonna have to let go of this idea here. Just didn't get a good entry anywhere. A lot of consolidating there. So my idea here was, taking a possible short right here to the value area high. As I stated, there's going to be definitely some resistance right around here. So it wouldn't be the cleanest trade in the world. And after that, unbalanced volume starts sitting around the 650s. Could even tap into that as well. This would be one target, another target right here, 650. Morning, FTDK. It doesn't sound familiar. Tom Vorwald? Vorwald? I never heard of him. I'm gonna drop my, if I do take a short here, I'm gonna drop my risk down. I was at $150 in risk. I'm gonna take it down to 75 bucks of risk. Just because we are kind of in a pretty choppy spot right here. Or you know what, maybe better yet, maybe I save some of these bullets for some cleaner price action. But my theory here is to revisit right here. And quite frankly, if we do tap into here, we might see a little bounce, but we could definitely come back to this area right here around the 650s. I mean, Delta is now picking up. $20 minutes to the market open. Yeah, I think I'll sit this one out. I think we'll sit that one out. I'll check them out there, Nordic. YouTube. Oh, I've watched this guy before. He's the one that's got, I think I've actually shown it to you guys as well. He's one that does like the voiceover. I did not know that he was. I didn't know he was associated with Fabio. I didn't know. I wasn't on the charts. Did it play out yesterday? Let's see. I think I have a... what? I don't really know what's going on here with this chart, but we can... Let's see if we can get rid of this. We need that. Let's go to the NQ. I guess it doesn't really matter. It's not specific on the... Let's go to the NQ. Let's go to the 10-minute. Let's take this back in time to... so that would have been 1300, 1340. Right? 1340 for my time. So it would have been this candle right here, I believe. This blue one. Or purple one. No. This one. So I think you would have straddled this guy right here. Let's put the magnets on. This would have been your bottom. Oh yeah, I guess that, I don't know. Let's see if that would have hit or not. Long. Stop loss at the bottom of the 45 points, 1-to-1, yeah. Hairy one. I mean, that would have been real hairy. Now, you almost get stopped out there. You don't. So that would have worked on the NQ. Let's take a look at the ES. Wednesday, 1340. That's right here. Let's see if it would have worked on the ES. Right there. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. I'm going to say it did not work on the ES. It would have lost on the ES. One to one. No, you get stopped out on the ES. And Q looks like it would have won. He does it on all. He does it like on the Dow. I think the Russell. All right, I'm gonna go refill my not an FOMC move, to be honest. Oh no, that's what I'm. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I mean, I just mapped out. I think the NQ you would have. NQ would have been real close. I mean, you would have hit that on the NQ with a 1-to-1, 45-point stop, 45-point target. I mean, you get real hairy there, and that would have been your entry candle right there. That's the fourth 10-minute bar right there. On the ES, you lose. But I'll go get some coffee, and then I'm gonna go refill my cup, and then we'll take maybe a look at the YM and the Russell, see if that would have hit or not. All right, I'm back. All right, I'm kind of curious on this. Let's pull up the YM here as well. Wednesday. So that would have been this candle. Ooh. I think that would have been a loser as well. Yeah, it would have been a loser. Just barely, too. I got wicked out right there. All right, well. NQ would have been a winner. ES a loser. YM a loser. Morning, Key. This short's really tempting here. Really tempting. Not a huge fan of the 8:20, 10 minutes before the market opens here, but this should go right down to value area low here. No, Key, I was just looking at, we were talking about a strategy for FOMC. And I was just looking at all the different indices to see which one would have won and lost. I don't trade the YM. Oh, short is so tempting here. It's so tempting. It's so tempting. We are right in the range. Oh, let's wait for an extreme. You might be right on trading view. I was thinking I'm a Ninja Trader, but you might be right there. Let's see here. So this would have been. Let's take a look here. So this would have been the 1 o'clock to 110, 110 to 120, 120 to 130, 130 to 140. Yeah, so I think you're bracketing this one. You're right. You might be right. Let's get rid of that. So your bracket might have looked like this, which wouldn't have mattered on the NQ because you would have triggered on a long anyways. The ES also would have triggered a long. That would have been a loss. I don't think it makes a difference. And the YM would have triggered a let's see. It would have triggered a long anyways as well. Yeah, it wouldn't have been a difference. Sorry about that, Bob. You are right. It's been one of those kind of mornings. My bet is a tap right into right here. That's what my bias has been this morning. We'll see here what happens the next few minutes. Market opening in about 4 minutes here. Well, ATR is a little lower than it was yesterday at this time. It's about 12 right now in the 1 minute. No, I can actually just thought of something really brilliant. I could probably put another one. 5 minute. Put that at the bottom left. So smart. 5 minute ATR is at the 26. Okay, I like that. I think both of these up on there. I don't know why I didn't do that earlier. All right, 3 minutes here for market open. Nice little push. Again, we're still just kind of chilling in this developing weekly band right here at the 29,820, so the 29,780, 748. So we'll see if the market open can penetrate that or not. My bias was we revisit the value area high here, which is sitting down here at the 680s, but we'll see. Market could be pretty nutty right at the market open, so we shall see. Signal too big. Just don't see everything. I ended up taking 2 trades last night. Showed you guys those earlier before my stream went to shit this morning. And I took a loser for 15 points, took a winner for 15 points, so break even on this cash account with Iron Beam. Ended up taking the winner from Iron Beam also on my Ninja Trader, so the cash was up 300 and 400 on the fundeds. So overall, a pretty decent evening, some decent evening trades. Morning, Joe. All right, here we go. There we go. You're not done here, buddy. Let's go. I know you're not done. Tap. Should just give a tap. See if we would have had the balls to stay in on a trade through the market open, that would have been a nice little trade. No, thank you. Yeah, that's a nice one. Wish I had the courage there. Actually, I was even contemplating taking the bounce right off of the value area high here. That would have proven to be a decent trade as well. But woulda, coulda, shoulda doesn't pay the bills. All right, let's see if buyers here get absorbed or if they continue this push here. I think they got their work cut out for them up here. Let's see where they're sitting at in the weekly band, right back to that level. Yeah, I kind of feel like they've got their work cut out for them here. If we get a flip here, I might fade this move back to the downside here, just right back to that 750 level. If we get a flip here. This guy. Really like to see if this candle can flip here. You're not going to. All right, they're showing strength here. So we got to get out of that short mentality as of right now. And let's see what looks good around here. Nothing good there. Super convinced here either. Morning, Bartlett. Kind of bounced right there off of that previous area that I had shaded off for some unbalanced volume. Just wasn't really convinced there. I'd rather see if something... Take this guy off. Actually, wouldn't be surprised if we run all the way back down here to the low. But got no trade idea to get there. Buyer's definitely pushing, man. All right, we run the weekly high up here at the 93s. I believe we got some high impact news right at 9 a.m. I think it's U.S. What is it? Buildings. Existing home sales, I believe it was. Yeah, U.S. existing home sales at 9. I don't think that's going to be a big needle mover. I'm using the washroom for 1 sec. The only thing I don't like about the ES right now is this little pattern right here. That looks like they got, looks like buyers got pretty trapped right there. Just stay patient. Bartlett, would you take the retest of point of control or pre-market value or high? You do have some confluences right there. Yeah, I didn't have that mapped up on my chart, but you got value area high right here sitting at the 75.53s from pre-market. Point of control was sitting right there, so a couple of points, maybe a point or two draw down there. That would have been a decent trade. got another cheap trade right here at the 826 to the 820s on the NQ. Got a ways to go to get to weekly high there. And we got news in about 6 minutes too. It's U.S. existing home sales. I don't think it's going to be a big. It's not going to be a big news event. I would not mind a retest here of the point of control sitting at the 29,826, right at this unbalanced volume area, sitting right down here. Pretty comfortable with the 3 to 4 point stop on the ES. I think that's a very reasonable stop loss. And I say that mainly because I'm typically entering on the 12 range, which is 3 points. So 3 to 4 points would is typically enough for me on the ES. And if I'm wrong on those. I say we would, that would be a big ask to get to the 7600s today on the ES. Like a huge stretch. They got to go through the 70s. You know, let's take a look on the higher time frame here. Let's look at the ES. What kind of... yeah, I guess we don't really have much in the way there. Let's see if we have any Sunday. Yeah, no, there's not much. There's not much up here. This is all actually pretty balanced out. I'm predicting higher existing home sales. My prediction, let's see what it is. Existing home sales. Yeah? Oh no, came in lower. Forecasted was 4.2 million. Came in at 4.09. Yeah, I got the ATR on the 5 minute at 45. ATR on the 1 minute at 27. So pretty healthy. Nothing crazy. On the ES, what I would be pretty interested in, it's going to be right here. Let's blow this up a little bit here. Pretty much this, the 47s right here. That would be a great place for the ES to come revisit. I could see a nice little reaction off of that right there. Again, that's pretty tight. 25.47.50 to 25.47. That could be a nice little area there. And on the NQ, definitely don't mind this 832s area, the 830s. If we can get down there. We need some pullbacks here, though. We will be doing Cash Profit Friday tomorrow. Only difference is it's going to be kind of an early one. I've got an extremely busy day tomorrow in the afternoon. I got 3 closings tomorrow, 1 this afternoon. So Cash Profit Friday tomorrow I will call out the winner at 9:30 a.m. So make sure you're on the stream early at 7. Put the keyword in. Let's see if we can make some money together. This is kind of an interesting little spot right here because this is our first real test of buyer unbalanced volume at the 842 to the 826. We also got value area low sitting down right here as well that we could see a bounce off of. So maybe a quick little scalp and then we can look for this, or maybe we just stay patient and wait for the value area low. Not loving the fact that I don't really have much confluence right there. Now the ES definitely has got something a little, I think, a nicer setup. Right down here at the 47s looks really good. And we can see how we test out here at the value area low. Again, I feel like the 47s is a better play. Maybe we retest right here too. We could retest here on the NQ. All right, I'll take a look at that. 29,903 to the 29,891. Unbalanced volume there from sellers. Kind of take a look maybe at the 30 and the 60 there. In that area if we can get there. Or not. Or not. Jeez. No pullback there. We'll be taking the 60-minute initial balance trade. I'll take it here on DeepCharts. I'm already in profit from last night. I hit my daily goal on my NinjaTrader cash account and funded accounts. They're all up $300 to $400 each account from my trade last night. So I'll stay on DeepCharts today for the initial balance trade. This is pretty strong selling pressure right here. Let's see what the 60 tells us here. If anything, there's a tap. Okay. Good confirmation there. Anything on value area? Not seeing anything. They did leave this unbalanced up here, so I'll see if I can get a flip here on the 120. I don't see anything on the 60 or the 30 that makes me interested. Nothing there. Yes, almost tapped in. Tapped in right to the 48s. You son of a gunner. It's looking pretty heavy. This is looking really heavy. I'll take a long there on the ES. Let's see if I got any good target. I really don't have a good target here. Son of a gun. Let's bring this guy down here. This is unbalanced right here. Let's see if they come back and just retarget here, the 54s. It's super heavy, but I did get the flip where I wanted it at, so. This is NQ's melting here. All right, I'm gonna take that off there. That doesn't look good to me. Well, now we picked up a good amount of volume there. All right, I might jump back into this one. Now we just picked up a good amount of volume there. All right. Let's see if we've got the push here now. Right around there is a good target. Let's see if we can get a little push here from buyers. Let's see if they wake back up. I see a lot of selling pressure come in here. I no problems getting out of this trade. We're kind of bumping right up into value area high for on the NQ. I don't like that. Let's go. Hit some unbalanced volume. It's sitting right there. Come on, a little more. I'm going to reduce my risk there down to the 47s. See if we get a little push here. NQ hit some unbalanced volume. It's kind of melting here too. I think I gotta pull the plug there. All right, they got me pretty good on that one. Nice dump there. Big old dump. Get rid of that. You can see the ABT. This is where you got unbalanced volume here. So, all right, I'm going to take a short there. Let's see if we can pump that just a little bit. All right, nice little trade there. I was right about to move my take profit a little bit lower. But nice little flip right there on unbalanced volume. See the AVT set up right there. Impulsive move. And I was literally right about to drag my TP just down a little bit, but that's okay. Good base hit there. Oh, Tiger says, it's sad we would not need any profit sharing if we would be profitable traders. Oh man, that's got to be the funniest shit I've heard in a while. That's good. That is good. Be perfectly honest, we could bounce right back here. We can come back into this area right here and have another bounce to the downside. That wouldn't surprise me. All right, let's frame the what's left here. What do we got? What do we got brewing of anything look super exciting to me? So we do have some unbalanced. Let me go on to the minute chart here. We do have some unbalanced volume sitting right here. Right there. Only issue is it's you got the pre-market point of control sitting right below it, so that could be a magnet. And as of right now, I'm not really looking at a long. Oh, let's see. You see that? Nice little tap right there. That's a nice reaction. Again, I didn't like the fact that we got point of control here and we've just been kind of dumping, but that was a nice move right there. Let's take a look at the ES. Let's get off the NQ here for a second. ES. What is going on with the ES? What do we like? What do we don't like? ES is going to be kind of going into the bottom of this range right here. Do have a pretty impulsive move up there. .47s again. These 47s seem to be very interesting. What is this? The 47s to the 52s. So let's adjust this guy here a little bit. Is that much? Yeah. Okay. Have a big range there, but that's unbalanced for sure. Any confluences up here that I can see? Free market point of control sitting right there. Okay. We'll see when we get up here on the ES at from the 47s to the 52s. Those 47s seem to be pretty interesting for them. And I think this is going to kind of correspond, I believe, with the ES. This unbalanced volume up here around the 50s. Let's take a look at the ES. Yeah. They're both coming into unbalanced volume area, the ES and the NQ. Which one do we trade? Is the question. Which one do we trade? That's the better question. I wish I was set up. Let me remove my DOM. Let's get the 60 here. This is not set up right. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, you gotta give me something more than that. Give me a little bit better of a pullback, but I think I gotta take a short there, no? Even though the NQ did not enter into its unbalanced volume. I might regret not taking the short right here. But let me stay patient, see if I can get back up into this purple. The NQ missed it. NQ missed its unbalanced volume area, at least from what I saw, or what I see. But I hope I didn't miss this ES trade right here. I hope we don't dump right here. I'd like to see them both get into that unbalanced volume area and then kind of see what's what. So on the ES, it's from the 52s to the 47. On the NQ, it's the 751s to the 735. At least that's what I see. I don't know, this looks pretty This looks like we're pretty ripe for a short right from there, but we'll see. We see. See that volume pick up? All right, let's see if we get a short here. And Q looks like it's going to give you a play. No. And Q just blasted through. All right, nothing there. And Q blasted through. ES, don't give me something here now. I'd rather you just close above it. ES, don't make me sweat. I think I got to short it here. No, I'm not. We're negative delta. Okay, I like it. I like it. I like it. All right, nothing to do there yet. I feel so comfortable with this. I mean, this platform is fucking amazing, and I just feel super comfortable with the footprint charts. I mean, everything about my trading right now, I feel like I'm in a really good place. Really good place. All right, so I mean, we got to start betting on buyers here. I mean, they just proved to really kick some ass there. And on the NQ, we definitely, let me show you what we got on the NQ. Got 2 minutes here for IB to be set. Let me show you the NQ. Let's move this guy down. I can. Why can't I move him down? All right, right there. This might be sexy. Right there. Could be a play here for the long. 29,712 to the 29,699. Probably want to stay like on the 30 or 60 there. And let me get the initial balance ready here. Which is going to be right there. Which the high is 931. 931. A minute. 931. That was 931 and a quarter. 931 and a quarter. I guess I don't really need to do this. I could just activate the 31 and a quarter. All right, so that's going to be initial balance high. All right. I don't like that 60M. That looks stupid. That's better. IB high, and then let's put the IB low. IB low does have some confluences too. All right, low on the that's going to be at the 614.50. 614.50. This is going to be the IB low. All right, we're ready. Damn. Oh, I did miss that one. Ooh, good flip right there. Ooh, that looks like a good long right here. It's kind of competing flips though. Ooh, I think I would have gotten punched in the face right there. My stop would have been sitting somewhere right around here. TP would probably be somewhere around here, around the 7/28. That would suck. That would suck. That's a good flip. Could have just used the initial balance indicator from DeepCharts. I wouldn't have been dicking around with the lines there. I would have definitely been in this long right here. This long would have been a guaranteed. We just marked this off unbalanced, point of control, nice flip on the 60. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. But at least we're seeing the markets pretty well. Oof. Man, can't believe we missed that one right there. Maybe it would work if I just make the window so big that I can see the last two candles on all ranged charts. That's exactly what I have already done. I take it back. I have that done with NinjaTrader. So with NinjaTrader, I have all of my time frame footprints. That's why I have so many damn charts and so many damn monitors. I have not done that yet on, I think we were just talking about this 2 days ago or yesterday maybe. I think that once I have DeepCharts on all of my monitors, it'll be a lot easier for me to be doing something and then seeing the footprint charts at the different, like the 30, the 60, and the 120 range. I could see those, and I could see the ES. I can kind of see it all. Right now I've got NinjaTrader, but then also the problem with NinjaTrader is that I don't really have many, I don't have much of my drawings, when I see unbalanced. I'm doing it here on DeepCharts. I'm not doing it on NinjaTrader, so it doesn't really help me. I just got to spend maybe over the weekend. I'll make that. I'm fully convinced on DeepCharts, so I'm all in on it. So Morgan, what I do with so you bring up a great point, Morgan. Morgan says, I think it's okay just to pick one and trade it. If the setup doesn't appear, then that's okay. There's another one around the corner. Maybe change the range when ATR is super high. So great point. I'm going to give you my opinion on that scenario. So I've got different bands. So I've got like weekly bands that are going to naturally be, let's pull up a weekly band here on the NQ. Sorry, right here. All right, so like this was a weekly band for me here on the NQ. This is a pretty big price. It's about almost 55 to 80, 55 to 60 points. I'm sorry, 75 to 80 points on the weekly band. Okay. So just keep that number in mind. And then if I jump over to like my daily bands, you know, these are going to be generally, I think, around 50 points. And then my unbalanced volume areas that I'm scalping on, those could be, you know, 14 points, 10 points, somewhere around there. So how I personally look at it is that when we're going into a weekly band, I'd much rather be like on the 120 range footprint. So that's when you see me taking a trade off the 120, which is a 30-point box. It's because I'm in an area that is it's a bigger area of unbalanced volume, but it gives me a position size, and now the platform does it for me. It already position sizes me correctly, so I can take even the bigger scalps at the same risk that, you know, I would be taking some of the smaller scalps, and it still allows me to trade those. Now, when I go into like a daily band, which is a much smaller box, like these, then I'm comfortable on the 60 range. And when I'm going to be taking like a trade off of a level, like if I've got an actual level here that I want to trade from, like the IB or whatever point of interest I have here, value area high or low, then I will look at either the 30 or the 60. The 30 is going to be my quickest entry that I can get into. My 60 will obviously give me a little bit more confirmation. So that's how I use those three options there on the footprints. Oh, that's good. Absolutely, Morgan. That's the name of the game, actually. I'll give you guys a good example of what we're just talking about. So right now, this is the 4-range ES footprint chart. This is my lowest. This is actually how I used to trade all my levels, going back pre-stream, pre-live streams. I was always on the 4. Now I've kind of graduated to the 12 just for a little bit more confirmation, and based on volatility that we've been seeing, the 4 seems to be a lot more. But you also got to remember that on the 12, and that's where you have to kind of find your sweet spot, which might be like the 60 range on the NQ. You're risking, you're not risking. Well, you are risking, but you're kind of giving up. On the ES, I'd be giving up 3 points for that added confirmation. And on the NQ, the 60 range, I'm giving up 15 points for added confirmation. Where on the 30 range, you can get in with like 8 points of risk and only giving up 8 points of confirmation. So it'll get you in super quickly, but obviously the win rate will be less. But like right here, we've got decent confluence on the ES. We've got a key level at the 75.63. We've got the value area high that's been established already at the pretty much sitting a tick above it. So like here would be a good example if you can get a flip on the 4 range. You could take a scalp for 2-3 points. I mean, you want to be more aggressive, you could take it right back down to point of control. This is the weekly value area high sitting right here at the 75.58. That's a good target. That's about 5 points. So you give, there's a plus and a minus to all of the ranges that you can use on your confirmation. It's just, I guess it's personal to your style, your position size, and what your target is. So if you've got a pretty low target, so let's say that, you know, I want my target to be right here at the 59s. I already know that I'm going to get, if I can get this off of a 4 range, I've got 5 to 6 points right there that I can go to scalp from. Now, if I wait for a 12 range and I get ticked right in, you know, now I'm only looking for 3 points, maybe 3 or 4 points, you know, maybe closer to 1-to-1. I think on the ES we can delete this guy. I don't need him anymore. And currently on the NQ, we're pretty much sitting right at the middle of initial balance. So we're pretty much smack in the middle. Can't see it, but it's down here at the 614. It's kind of covered up. See you tomorrow, Tiger. It'll get better, my man. ATR is hovering around 60 on the 5 minute and 30 on the 1 minute. Yeah. Totally forgot about that trade. Well, they wouldn't get a flip on the 4 anyways. Or the... Didn't get confirmation on the 4 or the 12, so... I was daydreaming. All right, guys, I think I'm going to call it morning with YouTube. I will see you guys tomorrow. Cash Profit Friday. We start tomorrow at 7 a.m., so an hour and a half before the market opens. The giveaway will be at 9:30 a.m. Central Time, so it's going to be a little bit early tomorrow. I got a pretty busy day tomorrow. So stay patient. If you haven't hit like on the video, I appreciate it. And if you're looking to get any deals on any prop firms, you could always use code TraderRob. Appreciate you guys. And see you guys tomorrow.